Hi everyone, I'm Amy Carrier. This is my weekly live entrepreneurship show with Rehan, and we're doing this a little bit differently because I'm streaming directly from Facebook rather than be live. So let's give it just a moment. Hello, I see. Oh, Carla, how are you, Carla? It's good to see you here. I am taking a moment, as I always do, to share this video. Hello, hello. Please say hi if you just joined. Thank you for being here. Today's topic is going to be very, very important because it's the future of entrepreneurship. And as this is the weekly show that Rehan and I have, to talk about entrepreneurship, this is really important, and this is something that everybody will benefit from, and everybody will really be able to understand what is being asked of us in terms of the future of building businesses in the world. So thank you for being here. Please say hello so that I can see your comments and so that I know who's here. And please take a moment to share this. This show is actually going to be very fast moving, so you're going to learn a lot. And we're going to talk about this new topic that I am introducing, which is holistic entrepreneurship. Hello, Javed. How are you? I'm waiting for Rehan to pop in here so that I can... Woo! Sorry, guys. I'm not on my computer, so I'm using a mobile device. So forgive the kind of falling all over the place here. And please say hi. Please let me know who you are. What you are up to, why you're here watching this. This is the show that Rehan and I host every single week. So I'm curious to know why you're here. And we're going to be asking 4 questions in just a couple of minutes as soon as Rehan is here. So thank you for being here. And thank you for hitting the share button, because we want as many people as possible to learn about the future of entrepreneurship, which is what I'm going to be talking about. As I said, please forgive me. I'm sitting on my floor in my living room and trying to stream this from a mobile device rather than my computer. So, who's here? Hi, Fahad. Javed, how are you? Yeah, can I get some thumbs up and some hearts? Who wants to learn about the future of entrepreneurship today? This is what we're going to be talking about. And this is, if you are a member of my virtual classroom, which is linked at the top of this video. Hey, Sharish, how are you? If you're in my virtual classroom, then you already know what I'm talking about. I don't just talk about the business aspects. I talk about the more personal and holistic things as well. Hey, Rehan is here. Rehan, I'm going to invite you in. Let's see. How do I do that? So yeah, if you can just pop in here for a minute, because I want to talk to you about what I hashtagged at the top of this. So, Rehan, can you, I'm not actually seeing where I can invite you in. Can you leave and then come back in so that you show up at remember, I told you it's hard for me. Facebook doesn't actually allow many people to come in. Right now, I can see that only Carla is someone that I can invite in right now. So, hey, Carla. Rehan, if you leave and join, we can bring you in for a minute. Hey, Gulfam, how are you? I'm so excited that there are so many people here because I'm going to be talking about this concept of holistic entrepreneurship as it is the future of entrepreneurship. And let's see. Let's see if I can get Rehan here. He was there for a moment. I will come in and, yeah, laugh with me. I'm so excited because I'm trying to call you because apparently I can't see how to bring you in. Rehan, I'm calling you. So, this idea of, I keep saying every week for this show that I want to talk about social entrepreneurship. And social entrepreneurship is starting businesses that positively help people. Rehan, you didn't answer, and I don't see you yet where I can invite you in. And I don't know why that is. So this idea of social entrepreneurship is the development of businesses that actually serve some sort of social good. So there's a lovely woman who I communicate with all the time. I don't know if she's watching. I would love for her to watch. And she is teaching young people entrepreneurship, which is social entrepreneurship, because she's choosing to teach something that is for the greater good. And that is the future of entrepreneurship. Rehan, I don't see you popping up anywhere. Are you still here? Maybe you can make some comments so I can see that you're here. This is our weekly show, and so far I can't find Rehan. So you might only talk to me for a little bit. I don't actually have a lot of time for today's show. So I wanted to talk to you about these concepts. By the way, the woman I'm talking about who is doing work to teach entrepreneurship to teenagers, which is something that I'm very passionate about, her name is Fauzia Zafran. And Fauzia, if you're here, say hello. If not, you should all follow Fauzia because she gets it. She understands the holistic side of this. She understands how important it is to focus on teaching the self-esteem, the confidence, not just the business skills. And that's what I focus on in my virtual classroom, Amy Carrier's classroom. So Fauzia, okay, she just commented on something. I'm going to show the world Fauzia. I want you to see this amazing woman. This is Fauzia, and I would love for you to bring her in, add her, follow her, and connect with her to learn what it is that she's doing in terms of teaching young people how to become entrepreneurs. Now, I can tell you right now for a fact that young people are Rehan says my self-esteem needs to grow. So young people are actually building these socially minded, socially conscious businesses. When I taught teenagers how to start businesses, 90% of my students all built a social enterprise. Basically, that was a nonprofit organization that had some sort of greater good in the community. And I still have every single one of their business plans. And I didn't tell them to build a social enterprise. I said, what problem exists in the world that you would like to solve? And without exception, this is me, not Rehan. I don't know why. Well, I don't know who me is. So can you say your name? Because you're showing up as Rehan, and I'm still waiting for Rehan to come in to this show. Okay, I really don't know. Let me send him a quick message. Guys, stick with me because this is how you are going to be successful. I'm looking for you on the live show right now. Comma, can you join us quickly? Question mark, I can't stay on long. Okay, let's see if he joins us. So what I discovered when I was working directly with teenagers and teaching them entrepreneurship is that every single one of them thought of solving a problem that impacted people, right? So it wasn't just about, let me build a product that makes me a ton of money. Almost every single idea was solving a problem that my students saw existing in the community or in the world. So that is social enterprise, social entrepreneurship, and this is the future of entrepreneurship on this planet. So what I'm teaching in my virtual classroom, Amy Carrier's classroom, which is just a group on Facebook, I now have a dozen other teachers in there teaching you almost every single day of the week. And there's more. For those of you who are in the classroom, just stay tuned. You'll learn more about that. It's all coming together. But what I'm teaching, what's so important to me, is social entrepreneurship that is also holistic entrepreneurship. So what is holistic entrepreneurship? I started out teaching in my virtual classroom. My very first lesson was how to make your fear of failure work for you. That wasn't anything about a business plan. That wasn't anything about how to, organize your money to start your business. It wasn't anything about how to come up with your business idea. It was facing the issue that is going to come up for you if you want to be an entrepreneur. You are going to face fear. You're going to face fear of failure. You're going to face failure. So how do you make all of that work for you? That lesson is holistic because it's not the external, how do we build a business? It's the internal, how do I build myself to be someone who is strong enough, powerful enough, confident enough to build my business. Some of the other topics I taught, here's everything you need to know before you start writing your business plan. And some of that was just some practical information so that you write a good business plan, but also some of it was more of this holistic information where you need to get your mindset before you can start writing a business plan. And last week, I taught this incredible lesson where I opened up and talked about my own personal challenges. And last week's lesson was about self-confidence, self-love, self-empowerment, and how you get there. Everybody's saying, how do I become more confident? The person who's writing his Rehan on here says he needs to build his confidence. Now, everybody needs more confidence. I need more confidence. I have worked for years, for decades, on building my confidence. I had none. And it's a process. It's a lifelong process. But you need to be in the place where you are healing and building yourself before you can build any sort of successful enterprise. And what's now happening, the new trend on the planet, is that most innovation, most entrepreneurship that's happening is social innovation. It's solving a problem that exists. So I'm going to say that, and then I'm going to ask for some questions because I can't be on here long and I have no idea where Rehan is. I want to know, what do you want to know about social entrepreneurship, about social innovation? How can I help you to think about this and to be more successful and to actually build the solution to the problem that you see existing in your world, in your community? So let me know your questions, and I'm actually, I'm looking at you through my iPad, which allows me to only see 2 comments at a time. So it's a little tricky. So I'm actually going to be reading your comments on my phone, and I would love for you to ask some questions. If you tune in every week for this show, Rehan and I, we answer your questions, and we go back and forth. We each answer your questions so that you can get multiple perspectives, because we both encourage you to not just listen to one source, right? So today, I'm only one source unless Rehan pops in here for our show. But let me know what your questions are. So let me scroll through this. Wazir Murad Ali says, nice lecture. I'm interested to join more classes. You're here. That's great. recently I'm working with an NGO. An NGO is a nonprofit, non-governmental organization. So that is an organization that is actively trying to solve some sort of social challenge. So Wazir is working for an NGO in Balistan, in a very remote area of the district of Skardu. He says he's looking for funding opportunities for poor families. That's fantastic. So if you're working for an NGO already, Wazir, my recommendation to you is that you learn absolutely everything you possibly can. Take notes, keep copies of materials and documents, take photos, tell your story, capture your story so that you're learning from it, so that you can turn around and build your social enterprise on your own in the future. Obviously, you'll need a team of people, but you can lead it based on the education you're getting from working right now with this NGO. And by the way, you should always consider any work you're doing, any job you have, as education. So any experience you're having, you're learning something. And if you watched my lesson on Monday of this week, I'm sorry, it wasn't my lesson. I talked Wednesday, I did a live video, and I talked about how your life experience, especially in childhood, and then your challenges as you're an adult, that is the curriculum that you are going through. That's the schooling you're experiencing to prepare you to do your work in the world. So pay attention, even if it's painful, even if you're struggling, even if you're overwhelmed and suffering, this is teaching you. So learn everything that you can from it. So Asif Khan says, Amy, could you please check your video, please? It shows you're online, but there's a complete black screen. Can other people see me? Hopefully other people can see me. I think so. Who is writing as Rehan right now? Whoever it is says, I love the topic. It got me to stay today. My confidence is not where it should be. I need for it to grow. And although thousands of people watch my show now, I need my confidence up fully. So whoever's writing on Rehan's page, please tell me who you are so I know who I'm talking to. And you can actually change your settings so that you can comment as yourself rather than Rehan if you're one of the managers of his page. Jawad Khalid says it's working okay for him now. Good. So Saeed Taimur Hassan Rizvi says, how a person, nonconformist, gets or attends the conference about change, peace, and of education aboard. Maybe you mean abroad. So, Saeed, as I just said, you need to consider everything you're doing, your curriculum, your learning. Don't expect that you have to go attend a conference or you have to go get a certain certificate. Learn from what you're exposed to right now, and that will be your education. If I'm not understanding your full question, you can ask it again. Zafran Chechi says, hi ma'am, I have shared your video in my group of 14,000 people, and from there many are new and will see and listen to you. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. I actually, because Rehan's not here, usually he starts the show, he talks, and then I share our show in several groups that we belong to. So those people aren't seeing it, but Zafran, maybe you exposed it to some other folks who will benefit from this. So thank you for that. Danish Her says, a person can only feel confident when they feel socially secure, so it depends on situations, but self-esteem or confidence can still be built by experiences and having a good mentor, because without a good mentor, you are nothing. I wouldn't say you're nothing, because you are something. Even if you are completely alone in the world and can't find a mentor, you are still important. You're still learning and growing. But I agree that a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a guide is extremely helpful to help you get through whatever challenges are happening, and also to help you organize yourself, your mind, your thoughts, to work through your challenges and to help you create plans to help move you forward. And you should definitely watch my lesson on Monday in Amy Carrier's classroom. Actually, I streamed it on this page. So the easiest, quickest way for you to find it is to go to my YouTube channel, which is Amy Carrier Empowers. So you can follow me on Facebook. I couldn't tag me. I tagged my public page. I'm just Amy Carrier, AMYCARRIER. If you go there and follow me, you'll see all of my public links right at the top of my page, including my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel has Monday's lesson, which talked about just this, how you need to get support, how you need to build your confidence. And also my Wednesday impromptu lesson will be on my YouTube channel. I haven't put it up yet, but that talks more about how important it is to humble yourself and to ask for help. So thank you for that comment. Usman Ahmed says, hello, ma'am. I need your help. I want to start my own online business. Usman, join my virtual classroom because I have a Pakistani teacher who is teaching how to build your, actually I have two. I have another woman who teaches how to build your online business as one of the mentor teachers in the classroom. So join. All of us mentors are meeting virtually this Sunday. So we're going to record a video for you so that you can meet all of us and you can hear from all of us what we're going to be teaching about and when we're going to be teaching. It's very exciting stuff happening in Amy Carrier's classroom. Oh, Carla, it's you who's Rehan. Thank you for clarifying. So Mur Lodi says how to get benefit from social media. I talk a lot about that. You should subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch all my videos. I talk a lot about that. Ify Khan says, I'm a manager, an IT manager, and didn't attend any university. Oh, that's amazing. That's wonderful. He says, it's all social blogs and World Wide Web, and I keep exploring to sync with updates that I can manage my time. Yeah, you can teach yourself. The future of education is self-education. It's learning just what you need to know to pursue your passion and your dreams. So if you're interested in the future of education, this is what I do professionally. In addition to teaching entrepreneurship, I work with schools to build the future of education for young people, to help them transition from school to the world of work. And a huge part of that is teaching every young person entrepreneurship. Hey, Alex, I see all your thumbs ups. Thumbs up. So you can follow me, you can follow my work. I have a website called Empowerment Through Education. It talks all about my entrepreneurship education that I teach schools to teach to students. I've got other Twitter accounts, I've got other Facebook pages you can follow which are about entrepreneurship education for young people. So you're absolutely right that the future of education is self-directed, and it's finding what you need to learn online or in the people that you know or in your networks and learning it and then going and doing it. You no longer need permission. You no longer need formal education. You no longer need a degree. You can do your work and be of value in the world. Ignore all of the marketing, all of the brainwashing that has taught you that you are not valuable unless you have an education. It's not true. It's just simply not true. So I'm here to tell you that, and I want you to use my words saying that to you to build your confidence. Okay. Usman says, how to join my classroom. My classroom is called Amy Carrier's Classroom. You can go to facebook.com/groups/Amy Carrier's Classroom. This video right now, I actually put the link to my virtual classroom up at the top. So you can just click on that link and click join. There are 3 questions you have to answer. So answer those 3 tiny questions, and then you'll be accepted. And then you will be able to see every single announcement, every single video from all of the mentor teachers, okay? But make sure you join because they don't get streamed on Rehan's page, on this page that I'm on right now. I occasionally stream my weekly lessons so that more of you in Rehan's network can learn about what's happening in Amy Carrier's classroom or learn about me, but I don't do it all the time, and none of the other mentor lessons will be here either. So make sure you join. It's extremely valuable. It's amazing. I'm actually going to, starting very soon, I'm going to be doing live interviews during the time of my weekly lesson with the most brilliant and successful innovators and entrepreneurs I can find. So there's actually a video on my page right now. Please follow me personally so that you get everything. Everything I do on Rehan's page, everything I do in the classroom, I share on my personal page. I am Amy Carrier. And if you go to my page right now, you will see there's a video teaser of my very first interview coming up. And it's with an amazing individual called Mohammed Sadiq. He is Pakistani. He lives here in the United States, and he's a very successful entrepreneur. And he will be giving you his recipe for success. I'm so excited about it. So he's going to be my very first interview, and you're going to learn from a lot more people. You've got these amazing 12 or so mentors. You've got my lessons, and now you're going to be learning from the most amazing entrepreneurs I can find. And by the way, if you know any and you want to connect me, please do. Okay, what other questions do we have? We have Usman Ahmed. The class is free to join. Osama Kamal says the best way to be a social entrepreneur is to become an extrovert, overcome your shyness. Yeah? How can a person who's an introvert train himself? You know, there's a lot of really great information about this everywhere on YouTube, on the internet. I might do a lesson on this. My lesson ideas always come from my students in my classroom who bring up topics. So Usman, join my classroom, bring up this topic, and we'll have a conversation about it in the classroom. And then maybe myself or one of the other mentor teachers will actually do some lessons on it, some videos on it. It's a very good question. Being educated and being literate has a huge difference. So Babar Salim says being educated and being literate. It does, yeah. There are a lot of people who have no education. They are not literate. They cannot read and they cannot write their name. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't have brilliance inside. So one of the things that I've done in Amy Carrier's classroom is find a mentor who teaches business English. And she'll be starting in the near future. But yes, you have to take it upon yourself to learn what you can. And social media is amazing for that because, excuse me, I'm scrolling on my screen because it's not moving. Social media is amazing for that because you can practice your English. In Amy Carrier's classroom, the common language is English, and it's one of the rules. And I've actually had to remove one person who refused to write in English. Now, it's not because I'm not global, I'm not interested in other languages. I want to learn other languages. But we have class members, like 3,700 class members from 60 different countries, and our common language is English. So that means in my classroom, you can practice your English, and I will correct you, and the other mentors will correct you to help you learn, okay? So yeah, Babar goes on to say both are essential elements. Education and literacy are essential elements. I agree. Saeed Timur again says, thank you for sharing your thoughts. They are valuable for the youth of the nation. Thank you so much for saying that. Danish Her says, I think people should just learn the theory called sell me this pen. That's part of it. That's part of it. Yes, you want to be able to sell, but you want to be able to do good in the world. So they're two different theories. If you do it right, you can combine the two. If there's more that I'm not understanding from that theory of sell me this pen, please write it in the comments. I'll be here for about another 4 to 5 minutes, and then I have to pop off. So any other questions or thoughts that you want to share about social entrepreneurship? I'm here. I can talk to you more about my concept of holistic entrepreneurship and how this is the future of entrepreneurship in the world. So Habib Nori says, can I join your important topic we must discuss? Well, you're here right now. Do you have another comment about this topic that I'm talking about? Please share it. Mohammed Sohab says, is there a regular timing for classes, or could it be any time? There is a regular timing. So every Monday at 1 p.m. New York time, which is my time, and 10 p.m. Pakistani time, I do my live lessons. And I'm going to be starting the live interviews every Monday, same time. And then every Friday at the same time, 1 p.m. New York time and 10 p.m. Pakistan time, Rehan and I do this weekly show. So those 2 times you can count on. The other mentors in my classroom, we're meeting on Friday so that we can finalize what our schedule is and when they're going to be teaching. And then we can make the big announcement in the classroom. Right now, Alex Bertlin teaches digital currency on Sundays. It's like 10 a.m. New York time, so maybe that's 7 p.m. Pakistani time. And Alex, if you're still here and I'm wrong, please clarify. Actually, just clarify in the comments if you would, please. And yes, the classes are all interactive. They're live to make them interactive. There might be some that are pre-recorded, but you can always ask questions, and every single one of the mentor teachers will respond to the questions that you write in response to the videos. Okay. Hey, Tabitha, how are you? So let's see, a couple more questions. I think you can establish, so Jawad, hey Jawad. Jawad says, I think you can establish business and then spend on social cause. Yeah, you can. That's really interesting. So what I'm doing with a couple different groups of people is figuring out what is the future of the best business and financial structure, right? So if you build something that makes money, how do you then filter a portion of that money into doing good in your community or in the world? So how do you turn it from a for-profit into a nonprofit? Does it have a foundation arm? Is it giving a certain percentage of its income to charity? There are lots of different ways that those of us who think about this are really thinking critically and thoughtfully and compassionately about how we build the future of business structures. So that's a great question, Jawad. Thank you. And I'd love your thoughts on that, Jawad. So he says that combining both is a difficult task. It has been. There's some ways that you can do it. So in the United States, we have a new incorporation structure called a B Corp. And a B Corp, some people call it a benefit corp. And the whole idea is that this corporation model, if you tell the IRS, I'm building a B Corp, my entire business model is doing good somehow, somewhere, but we're still a for-profit. We're still going to make money off of doing good. And you have to prove that you are actually having that good impact. And sometimes, some places, I think the B Corp is asking that you give a certain amount of money back to the community. So either through your business structure or through your giving to external organizations or charities. But this is the thing. When I'm saying there's no need for you to get an education or a certification anymore, it's because we're all figuring out what are the new models. This is a brand new world. This is a brand new global community that we're living in, and it's a new consciousness. People are more concerned about doing good, and they really want to do good and have good impact. So we're figuring that out as we go, because the old structures, the old systems really empowered and made just a very few people empowered and wealthy, while the rest of people were disempowered and became poor. And that's the truth all over the world. There's a greater dichotomy happening here in the United States, because we have the 1% at the top who own everything, and then we've got the 10% at the top who are the wealthiest, and then we've got the 90%, the rest of us, who are all trying to get by. Most people are kind of barely making it. Nobody's really living the American dream and having that great source of cash and that comfort. Everybody's being pushed out of their known comfort zones. And then we have a huge layer at the bottom of that list who are suffering greatly from extreme poverty and disadvantage, and inequality. So that's why we have to rethink these systems. Jawad and Tabitha say so true. Thank you. Yes. And it's up to us. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. If you want to do it, if you want to work with me and help me figure it out, write to me. I am trying to figure this out. There's some other brilliant people who are trying to figure it out too. Ify Khan says thousands of people are ready to pay you on freelance, and it's all magic to get their money in your bank account. Social network is free platform. So many friends just carry their laptop and earn money in their backyard garden. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Wearing their casual trousers. Yeah, so you can start your own business, and you can travel the world. So far, I haven't gotten to the point where I can travel the world and do all of my work like this digitally, because number one, I love working with my clients directly. Number two, I work with school systems, and those are very, they're very in one place. So if I want to work thoughtfully with a school or with a school system, I have to be where they are, right? So I can't do all of my work over the internet, but many, many people can. So you should. So let's see. Let's find one more comment. Tabitha used to be a student of mine in my high school classroom. So she took my entrepreneurship class, and she took my career readiness class, and did an internship. And she says, I've noticed tons of people who had attended college and completed, and in life completely went down a different path. Yeah, most people. That's kind of the challenge that's happening right now in higher education, because people are spending so much money, tens of thousands of dollars. Some people even spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. They go out, they get loans, they're in debt for the rest of their lives to study something that they don't actually, either they don't learn very much from, they don't get much benefit from, they don't stay in that field after they graduate. So this is a challenge. This is a problem. So I think there's an incredible opportunity for people in the world who don't have access to university or college, because you can teach yourselves, and you don't have to go into debt, and you don't have to, go through the 2-year, the 4-year, the 3-year program or the 6-year program to get the certificate. You just don't need to do that. Just teach yourself what you need to know right now to do your work. And when you need to know more, teach yourself more. Find resources, find teachers, find mentors. Watch videos on YouTube, join virtual classrooms like Amy Carrier's classroom. It's the way to do it. It's the future of education. So, Sahib Gull says, Amy, can you share your email? I don't share my email publicly, but you are welcome to message me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/Amy Carrier, and you can message me directly. Follow me and send me a message. I do look in those other 2 mailboxes on Facebook for the message requests and the other messages that I get. I do look for them. So as long as you send me something thoughtful and ask me a question, I'll respond. A lot of people just say hi. So I don't have time to interact with everybody who says hi. I appreciate it. I value you. But I can't spend all of my time on Facebook. So that's why I try to go live a couple times a week at least. This week I've gone live 4 times. So use those opportunities to connect with me. Make sure you follow me so that and subscribe. I guess it's called something else now, like get notified when Amy Carrier goes live. So do that. But still follow me so that you can see, like right now I'm streaming on Rehan's page. So even if you follow me, you're not getting this notification. You need to be sure that you're actually following me, and you click that little button that says see first. If it's valuable to you, some people have said I need to watch all of your videos. Click the little button that says see first when you friend me or follow me so that you can see everything that I post. Okay, then you'll always see my live videos. Okay, so let me find one more. Oh, hey, Mohammed John Zub Khan. Yeah, the easiest way, he says, to learn from geeks like you is what we're doing now. This is the power of social media. Yes, and I'm so flattered that you called me a geek. Thank you so much. Yeah, learn from people who are actually sharing their wisdom. Thank you. Somebody just laughed. And then Ify Khan says, today I don't require the Red Bull. Already boosted and motivated. Thumbs up. You said Emmy. It's Amy. A-M-Y, but I'll take Emmy. E-M-M-Y. That's fine. Thumbs up. I'm glad I'm your replacement for Red Bull, because Red Bull is not good for you, my friend. So there you go. Subscribe and click the little star to watch me first. Essen, how are you? Would you be kind enough to share what qualifications or skills person required to understand your lessons and get benefit? Anybody can tune in, Essen, at any time and learn from me and get whatever benefit they are, divinely meant to get from me. But I do recommend that everybody watch all of my free video lessons. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Amy Carrier Empowers, and watch all of those. They're numbered in order. Lesson 1, how to make your fear of failure work for you. And then there's 3, 4, 5. I've done 9 lessons, and each lesson is about an hour and 20 minutes. And I give you guidance how to do everything that I'm talking about. So that fear of failure one, that was a short one. That was only about 40 minutes, but it's incredibly valuable. So you should definitely go back and watch those. Watch them in order. You don't even have to watch my face. You can just hit play, listen to it in the background, go, clean your house, do your laundry, play with your kid, whatever you need to do. And then you can just learn from whatever I'm talking about. So thank you, Essen, for the question. And then, okay, this is my last question, then I have to hop off. Zafran Chechi says, I want to ask, what change can an entrepreneur bring in the life of common people? So, my friend, that is up to you. And that is where I said, start by asking the question, what problem do I see existing in the world, and what can I do to fix it? So when I built Amy Carrier's classroom, I said, I want to teach more people this holistic entrepreneurship. So that's why I built it. And I put it on Facebook so that I could do my videos, people could see it. If somebody was around or wanted to watch the broadcast later, they would benefit. So this is one of the ways that I'm using my skill to solve a problem that I see that exists in the world. I do many other things to have the same kind of impact. So ask yourself, what kind of impact can I have? And then, hey, Fauzia is here. Fauzia, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the video, but I actually showed your photo, and I said that everybody should follow you because you are teaching young people how to become entrepreneurs. And Fauzia, I know that you follow and you watch every single one of my lessons and you write to me. You watch all of my personal videos that I do on my personal page as well, and thank you so much for that. And then you write to me and you tell me what you're getting out of it. And that's important to me because I know you're teaching young people, so thank you for that. And So Hazrat Ullah says, Amy, how can I see your videos? Guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I archive all of my videos on my YouTube channel. It's called Amy Carrier Empowers, or youtube.com/Amy, A-M-Y, Carrier, C-A-R-R-I-E-R, Empowers. Empowers, E-M-P-O-W-E-R-S. That's what I want to do. That's what I do for you. And I'm so honored to be able to do that. And thank you all. I have to go. I hate to do that, especially with this many people watching live right now. But thank you all for your questions. Thank you for telling me that I'm your replacement for Red Bull this morning, or tonight, or whatever time it is for you somewhere in the world. And write to me and tell me what kind of social impact you're having, what kind of social innovation you're building. Join my classroom and ask questions about this idea of holistic entrepreneurship. I'm going to teach this for the rest of my life because this is the thing I'm most passionate about. So join my classroom. Learn everything that you can. Thank you guys so much for being here. I have no idea what happened to Rehan, where he is for our weekly show. So today it was just the Ask Amy show. I hope it was valuable to everyone. And once again, please follow me. I'm Amy Carrier. Just follow my personal page. Subscribe to my videos so that you get all of them. Sign up, join Amy Carrier's classroom. Alex is one of the mentor teachers, and he was on here a minute ago. He gave me a ton of hearts. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you really value what I'm talking about, subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that little bell. YouTube now has this little bell that notifies you when there's a new video from someone you're subscribed to. I'm subscribed to like 75 different people, so I use that bell to make sure that I get notification from the people that are most important to me, that I watch every single one of their videos. So use the bell. And thank you all so much. I really adore you. It makes me feel so wonderful, especially all the thumbs up and the hearts that I see. And I love today's questions. There wasn't a single question about how do I start my business, or I have no money, how do I start my business? Those are good questions. Those are really good questions for Rehan. But the two of us are both kind of like, stop asking that question and do the deeper work. So this is the deeper work. Amy Carrier's classroom is going to help you with the deeper work. And just know that you are a whole person, holistic person. That's why I'm calling it holistic entrepreneurship. So you need to do your personal work on your self-esteem, your confidence, everything, in order to be ready to build a meaningful business that's going to change the world. Thank you guys all so much. I look forward to seeing you Monday at 1 p.m. New York time, 10 p.m. Pakistani time for my weekly lesson in my virtual classroom. And I'll be here again next week. Maybe Rehan will be here. It's our show, but we know Rehan is anywhere and everywhere in the world, right? So I don't know what happened to him. Thank you all. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.